Have you ever opened your computer, determined to get started, and 5 minutes later, you're cleaning the sink just to avoid the task? It seems trivial, but this detour is fear's most polite way of keeping you stuck, and that's exactly when the day goes down the drain. I know what it's like when even an email becomes a mountain. You look at your spreadsheet, your dissertation, your workout, and a tightness in your chest whispers that if you fail, it will prove something about you. This tension drains energy, guilt sets in, you procrastinate, and you wake up the next day feeling heavier and less confident. A silent loop of fatigue. The inner voice that says, "Not now, I'm missing tools. I need more time," works like an overly sensitive car alarm. It goes off at any turn of the wind and keeps you stuck. It tries to protect you from discomfort, but in practice it keeps you from the very thing that would make you grow. Recognizing this alarm and deciding to act despite it is the turning point. Start with what fits in the pocket of your courage. Use the 5-minute rule, coupled with a Pomodoro. Set a 5-minute timer and perform the smallest observable action on the project. If it's writing, write only the first sentence. If it's studying, solve just one problem. If it's selling, send 2 messages. When the timer goes off, add a 25-minute block if there's traction. If not, you've already broken the inertia and generated something concrete. Turn intention into a trigger with an if-then plan written on a post-it. If it's 7:00 p.m., then I'll sit at the kitchen table and review 1 page of a paper. If I finish my coffee, then I'll send 2 proposals on my phone. Stack habits by attaching the new action to something automatic. After brushing my teeth, I set out my workout clothes. After lunch, I record 3 expenses in the app. Redesign the environment so that action is the path of least friction. Browser open to the task, social media icons on the second screen, workout bag next to the door, daily list already printed with 3 tasks in verb-object context format, such as call someone during lunch. Protect your schedule with simple time boxing. Set aside 2 25-minute blocks for the critical task with an alarm, treating it like a doctor's appointment. And collect quick proofs of progress. 1 paragraph, 5 lines in a spreadsheet, 10 minutes of cardio, 3 business contacts sent. Record in a micro-victory journal to see evidence accumulating instead of relying on memory. There's a tweak that multiplies all of this without complicating things. External accountability with clear rules. And it starts with a single message. Motivation is a visitor, not a resident. On days when it doesn't appear, execute the protocol without negotiating. 5 minutes of minimal action followed by a 25-minute block. To build momentum, agree on a small commitment with someone. If I don't send you my draft by 8:30 p.m., I'll do something in return. Small discomfort becomes a major focus and reduces the room for excuses. Big changes rarely come from peaks of euphoria. They arise from consistent micro-decisions. Today you choose a written sentence, a phone call made, a 25-minute block honored. Tomorrow, the accumulation of these decisions turns into confidence, and confidence converts into results. Choose your minimal 5-minute action now and tell me what it was. If this text helped you get unstuck, share it with someone who needs that push and save it to use as a checklist in the coming days. Let's build your micro victories, one at a time.